Today, for many reasons, I am a messenger of time, and it is because of the previous videos and because of my whole life. When people understand that it doesn't matter how aware or not they are, you can see easily where they are limiting, the avatar is limiting the access to daimonion speaking, because many people, they can be artists and they only do it through the brush or through the guitar or through the text or through the whatever. But if they don't know any other way, then that's the only thing that they want to do, and becomes an obsession or becomes a necessity or becomes so. That's why artists are into drugs and alcohol, to keep it growing. And some other people, they get addicted to anything, running marathons, because that's where they are encouraged by the biggest ego and supported by the daimonion, because it's giving you some clarity. But that clarity is only in one dimension. When you don't have the clarity of all the dimensions, you are all a group of entropic people. And once you follow the whole set of videos and you reach, in any order, different levels of dimensional levels, that should be put in a cloud service where different levels are premium and premium plus and premium plus plus plus. From the very first episode, and in that episode I was killed, and in the second and in the third and in the 1000 and in the 3000 I'm always killed, because the reason kills no duality. Reason is just so. Probably I was realizing about these kind of things in different videos, and one of them is El arte de no tener la razón. It's a Schopenhauer change of name from the art of being right or being with the reason, because I don't know in English or in German what the title was, but because in Spanish is these two words, razón. Well, so just because of this way of trying to translate conceptually right and reason, razón, because in Spanish, I don't know, maybe there are others, but I don't want to think about it. I was talking about the structure, and that liquid structure that I think I've been mentioning so many times. And probably, well, the thing is that today is all about this messenger of time, because I watched a video about jerking space, and I made a conversation with AI, and in the last month I'm interacting more with videos and conversations. So the only one who's getting it, the whole thing, is Gemini, because people have no access to my conversations, and other AIs don't have access to my videos. Gemini, I'm using it because I can write and I can post the links of my videos, and I'm giving context. So these synchronicities that today I was having an amazing experience asking Gemini about 3 questions about the jerking of space, and all of them have been considered by science, and then I came with another one, and then I came with another one. So I can spend the whole day asking questions, but going many steps farther, instead of just saying this is the way. Who are you? And that's how I felt in the other side. When I offer something, idea, situation, or whatever, and somebody rejects saying something that makes sense. And then I say, oh my God, I thought it was so good, and now it's not so good. Because for whatever misinterpretation, I didn't get what the other person misinterpreted. So I follow it. I said, oh my God, and because I don't want conflict, I said, okay, because it was a crazy thing, but it was probably the most amazing experience that we could have ever shared. And that's what I've been learning all my life, that some people resound some ways and the others some others, and none of them in all the ways. But the thing is that all of them connect with me in this frequency that I'm saying that I am not faking. I can speak about anything on any frequency, depending on many things. And now I am alone with the mobile. So this morning I was alone with the computer, or with the mobile as well, but on AI. So this Black Mirror thing of premium service, because everything I have said in 3,000 videos, you can make all the Black Mirrors you want. From every single story you can make a Black Mirror episode easily. Easily. Many of them were made in similar times. I mean, mine on the video and the time I watched the other one. Especially the one with the video game and the sounds. Because I've been doing the same thing for years. The same thing. And this guy was 30 years. And he managed to end up in a way that probably, not me, but someone who was following that kind of crazy thing. And I understand. It's not that I understand. The thing is that there is a generation. There was the generation of 98 in Spain, the generation of whatever, in Hollywood, the Rat Pack, the Monty Python, the Surrealism, the Dadaism. There were movements. And the movement that is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and you can see it everywhere, but because it's expanding, like the universe, is the no-duality. But the thing is that that no-duality wave is hitting everyone, but the duality people, some of them are becoming the best surfers. Not being aware of anything else. That's part of the conversation that I was having. I had two conversations. The other one was about the Neuma, I think it was. So I had two different conversations. One because of some reason, and the other one because the algorithm brought me that video about the expansion of the universe, and I was making the questions when I was listening to it already. And then she was making those questions, the questions that I made. So then I share with AI more questions because I cannot interact with the video. So I continue because my questions were there. I had more questions. And we had an amazing conversation. And that's why I am the messenger of time, because I am aware of time. Time goes completely different in one frequency or in another. Completely different. Everybody knows this. And if you don't know it, it's because you have never felt. For sure, most of musicians know it. But not because they are musicians, because they are aware of the no-duality, of the in manifest, of the silence in the music, not versus music.